Okay, everyone, let's look what we have covered so far in this chapter. We talked about views, which are being used to give each user his or her own view of the data in a database. In SQL, we define query creates a view. When user enter a query that references a view, it is merged with the defining query to produce the query that's actually being executed. In Access, however, views are created by saving queries that select the data to use in the view. Indexes facilitate data retrieval from the database. Also, we talked about security, which is provided in SQL system by using grant and revoke statement. We talked about entity integrity, which is the property that states that no field that is part of the primary key can accept null. We talked about referential integrity, which is the property that states that the value in any foreign key field must be null or must match an actual value in the primary key field of another table. In the SQL, we use the referential integrity by using the foreign key clause. In Access, the foreign keys are specified by creating the relationship. Also, we talked about legal values integrity, which are the values entered in a field must be one of the legal values that satisfy some particular condition. We also talked about alter table command, which allow us to add fields in a table, delete field, or change the characteristic of the field. We also talked about in Access how we change the structure of a table by making the change in the table design. We also talked about drop table command, which lets you delete a table from a database. In Access, we can actually delete a table by selecting the delete command on the table's short menu in the navigation panel. We also talked about system catalog, which is a feature of many relational database management systems that stores information about the structure of a database. We talked about the stored procedures, which is a query saved in a file the user can actually execute later. We talked about trigger, which is an action that occurs automatically in response to an associated database operation such as insert, delete, update. We said Microsoft Access doesn't have trigger, but it has data macros, which is similar to trigger. I hope you have enjoyed this chapter. And please feel free to ask me any questions that you have about the assignments or any related topics in this module. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.